Happy holidays, everybody. We've had a heck of a year and I hope you have too. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about different ways to make a okay sounding vocal sound really good using effects such as autotune. Let's get in there. So today, we're going to learn how to turn this vocal
Your love's a tutorial. Teach me what you know, please.
into something that sounds a little more like this.
Your love's a tutorial. Teach me what you know. Please just take it slow. Oh.
So the first thing we're going to do is click on the icon in the upper left of the waveform and click Pitch Correct Sample. This will open up NuTone, a pitch correction plugin. It has a great interface, pretty cheap as well. In fact, it's 40% off on FL Studio's website. And if you're watching this image line, give me free stuff. The first thing I like to do when I load my vocal into NuTone is click on the scissors icon, and then click Scale. I select C minor because that's the scale my vocal is in. Then, I make sure the option Snap to Scale is enabled. Now I can select all of the notes with Control A, then right-click on any of the notes, and all of the pitches will snap into the scale that I selected. Let's go ahead and listen to what our vocal sounds like now.
Your love's a tutorial.
It looks like there's some wrong notes in there. Luckily, we can just grab the notes and drag them up and down to the correct pitch. If you hold the Alt key, you can have finer control of where the pitch lands. These lines on each note show the pitch variation of the note. I sang a little bit wobbly, so we might need a way to correct that. Lucky for us, there's a knob called Variation on the upper right, which can globally control the amount of wobble on all of the notes. If you put it all the way down, it sounds like a robot.
Your love's a tutorial. Teach me what you know. Please just take it slow. Oh.
You can also control the timing of notes just by dragging them left and right. Again, use Alt for that fine control. There's no restriction to what you can change your notes to. It's not just for correction. Right here, I'm going to create a brand new melody out of the existing melody.
Your love's a tutorial. Teach me what you know. Please just take it slow. Oh.
Here are the effects that I use for the vocal processing. I always put an equalizer first. I cut the lows around 150. Then I boost the highs, but not too much so that it gets harsh. Then I use a compressor. I use a fast attack and release, and I usually put a ratio around 4 so it's not too pumpy. Then I put a delay and a few reverbs, one to add space and one to be really long and add a tail. Okay, let's drag the vocal into the playlist and see how it sounds.
Your love's a tutorial. Teach me what you know. Please just take it slow. Oh. Your love's a tutorial. Teach me what you know. Please just take it slow. Oh.
Thanks for watching. I hope you had a happy holiday, and the new year is just around the corner, so get those resolutions ready. Our resolution, make more videos for you so that you can become a better producer. And so can we. We're all learning together. See you next time.